In this week's gospel, Jesus makes things a little more uncomfortable. If you remember last week, he talked about coming to bring fire and division. And this week, he's talking about how in the end, not everybody's going to get into heaven. All right? Strive to enter by the narrow way, he says, which means it takes striving. You have to try, right? We don't just, not just as baptized Christians, we just get into heaven. Not just everyone who's a nice person or a good person gets into heaven. Right? And Jesus talks specifically about people who say, well, we ate and drank with you in your presence and you taught in our streets. How are we not in? And this could be a reference to Mount Sinai. When God swears his covenant with Moses at Mount Sinai, the elders go up on Mount Sinai with him, and it says that they eat and drink in the presence of God and they beheld his face. And while they're up there, they read from scriptures, they have this meal. It looks an awful lot like Mass, right? And so this could be pointing to us saying, well, we go to Mass all the time. Why would we not get into heaven? And Jesus is saying that's not necessarily enough. You taught in our streets through the scriptures, right? Jesus taught in our streets. It's not enough to just go through those motions. And so the question for us is, where are you? Are you in that group that's striving to enter by the narrow gate? Are you in that group that's like, we hang out sometimes, isn't that enough? We're familiar with you. We know your basic storyline. We know what you have to offer the world. That's enough, right? And so that's that question for us. Where are you? Are you striving? Are you content? Because Jesus doesn't call us to be familiar with him. He calls us to follow him. And following him means taking up our cross and striving to enter through that narrow gate.